Oh my God! This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. You have Kenny, you have Carlil, you have Bamba. There is a three-headed goat on the loose, and they are about to come to you
You got
live
sports,
on the same
you got
convo. I
anime,
repeat,
you
this
got
is not
media,
a
you got
drill. They are about
entertainment.
to come to you live on
The
the
same
same
convo, baby. Tap in.
Let's go!
Okay, now it's time to conversate. Same convo on your airwaves. Bamba came to entertain and Kenny talking anime. Carla coming with the sports, they changing lives in major ways. You was tweaking out if TAC ain't on your playlist. If you come and listen, then you listen to the best. They not worried about the others, cause they better than the rest. Kenny, Carla, bomb, but they put the others to the test. New episode flow, now tap in to see what is next.
Welcome back. This is the same convo with your same hosts, Kenny, Carlil, and Bamba. And today I got the anime segment. And I ain't gonna take too long. I definitely just want to talk about something that's been going crazy in the anime world today. One Piece has dropped its prequel series. That prequel series is called Monsters 103 Mercies Dragon Damnation. And so I'm pretty sure me and all my co-hosts watched episode 1 today or yesterday. First reactions, first thoughts. How'd y'all like it?
When I found out what they were doing with this prequel, I was kind of upset. When the thought of doing a prequel for One Piece was, just an idea. I wanted Roger's story. I wanted to see Roger fight. I didn't really care about Ryuma too much. But my first thoughts of actually watching it, I felt like it was pretty predictable. I'm like, as soon as I seen the clown dude, I'm like, oh, they're clearly working together. I'm like, this is so. I'm like, I got the whole plot for this episode. I see it now. But yeah, it was cool, I guess. I mean, animation wasn't OD. Ryuma sounds just like Zoro.
Does he?
He looks just like Zoro.
I would say he looks just like Zoro. I didn't
Like
get,
pre-time skip Zoro. When you're thinking pre-time skip Zoro, he sounds
his
the same.
voice is very similar.
I didn't
Looks
I
just
didn't
like him.
I didn't get the voice. I got who sounded like Zoro was old girl's dad that they killed. He sounded like Zoro. Ryuma didn't sound like Zoro to me.
Nah, Ryuma sounded like Zoro to me a little bit. I mean, it was cool. The episode wasn't all that for me. Y'all might feel different. It was just all right.
Mama, what you think?
So I have a question first before I answer. Is it an episode or is it a one shot?
I think to me it was like an episode.
I keep hearing people say it's a one shot, like one and done. I think it's because I'm using my fun. I really want to check on that.
Wait, so that's the only thing we're getting?
That's what I'm thinking, and I feel like if that's the only thing we're getting, my review gonna change, of course.
If that's the only thing we're getting, they could have kept that.
The thing is, it could make sense because of the ending. It makes sense because it went from.
Could somebody just Google that real quick?
Like,
yeah, bro. If that's it, they could have kept that. We absolutely did not need that. That added nothing to the story of One Piece. Besides confirming
okay, that's the thing.
The only thing it did was confirm the theory that him and Zoro were related, and Zoro's from Wano. His lineage goes back to Wano. That's the only thing it did. If that was such a big deal, maybe after Egghead, they needed that for something. I don't know.
Let's see what Carla's gonna say.
Keep going because this is pretty lengthy.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about first of all, shit. Okay, let me just give you my review of the movie. I'm going off with the thought that it's a one shot, and for me, it was really, 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 really underwhelming on every aspect of it. And I understand that this was a prequel that not only just happened, like it happened before One Piece. That's what I can give Oda. This is something that happened before One Piece was a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why it doesn't relate to the story so much. However, this is quote unquote a legendary swordsman, somebody that shook the world of One Piece, slayed the dragon, First of all, I thought the dragon was about to be some OP ass beast that we have never seen.
Bomber.
That
Weak ass
dragon is
dragon.
not.
That's
That
the
dragon is
weakest
not
dragon
stronger
I've
than the
seen in
beast that we
anime.
saw from Skypiea. Like 3 times skip. Come on, man.
That is the weakest dragon I've seen in anime, bro. That
In
was
One Piece,
trash.
like, try to think in One Piece, where does that beast like rank? Like very, very low.
That's Sea King food.
Yeah, that's literally what Zoro and Straw Hat used to grab. Is it a one shot, Carlo? See,
It's a one
it's
shot.
over.
It was meant to give the fans something before the AK arc.
Wait, that was a one shot?
It was
It's
a
done,
one
yeah.
shot. It's done.
Oda,
So,
you just
With
Oda.
it, Bomba, are you finished? Are you finished?
No,
'Cause-
I'm gonna give my review now because
Okay, yeah,
that's
yeah.
the thought I was going up of, which is it's a one shot. Now, 2 things. The quote unquote looking like the watered down Mihawk and the king, the title of the king. For him to have the title of the king and for that of the swordsman to be, you know, the quote unquote Mihawk of that situation, it just was very
you
weak.
talking about Sharon?
Yeah, Sharona, whatever. It was just very weak. Like there was no you tell Momonosuke would handle them niggas in my opinion. Like I'm looking at it like this is not giving me legendary. This is not giving me. I understand it's a one shot. It can be short. Give me a slash that destroys half of the town or some shit. Talking about a bronze statue. Talking about a bronze statue, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, it was just very.
That's if it's a one shot, you got to go OD with the animation, the fight. Something's got to be crazy. What is Oda doing?
I share y'all sentiments now more than ever that I learned it was a one shot. Let me just go by the start. Like, I mean, when we was first introduced to Sharona, I knew it was something up with him. He was giving me like, and I hate to compare it to the first episode, like a fairy tale, not comparing it as it's the same, but like how, you know, there was the fake salamander, and Natsu was the real salamander. Like I knew like this nigga was a fraud. Like he just seemed like a fraud. What killed me is like you said, Mama, there was really no what do you call it? There was really no feats. You feel me? There was really no feats of any sort, like cutting through bronze. Like, yeah, that was cool. Like, sweet. But then, like, when he got pressed by old dude after he hit the hilt of his sword, like, you supposed to be Ryuma the King. You supposed to be a swordman. He had you at the neck. You feel me? Like, but I mean, you ended up being cold, but like, he still had you at the neck. And yes, he slayed the dragon, but like Kenny said, that's a Sea King. You feel me? Like niggas is handling that in they sleep. You feel me? Like Zoro don't even need a sword to handle a Sea King now. Like it just, like I said, the animation was great. The story was a little bit corny to me. There was a lot
it's very corny.
There's a lot of unnecessary drama. Like I was just, even while watching, I was like, this is like really dramatic for no reason. You feel me? And then it's just dude getting stabbed and nobody believing him. Like that's corny. And at the end of the day, and this is going to be one of my questions. Do y'all think there was when at the final battle between him and Sharon and he kind of pivoted his sword before he sliced him, and there was that, you know, that crazy, and that was the only crazy animation in the show. Do y'all think that was like just a small showing of observation hockey?
Nah.
Like you know what I'm talking about, like when
no, I know exactly,
and,
like when he went and slashed him and then Iruma kind of went in that pause.
Yeah.
And
I feel like it was a very small feat of observation hockey. I don't know.
I just feel like they should have done so much more. They really could have kept that. We didn't need that.
Yeah, it could have been something else. He's supposed to be his legendary swordsman. Tell a legendary 48-minute story. I would
literally
a 48-minute one shot with another type of story that would have been dope. But
it's also untimely. Like maybe if they would have gave us that going into Wano, that would have been cool.
Nah. There's the thing. We saw Ryuma with Brooke's soul, who was quote unquote weak. I understand this is a prequel that you wrote before One Piece, but One Piece came out and you want to relate it to One Piece. So it's normal for you to go ahead and add more stuff to make it relevant to One Piece. The power scaling don't add up. Ryuma, that was a zombie, was supposed to be way weaker than Ryuma. And he was way more OP than this nigga. Way past his league.
Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was holding back. Maybe he wasn't actually going all out. Like
Ooh, dead Ryuma or the Ryuma we just saw?
the one we just saw. Maybe that's not him going full out.
But
Nah,
and
dead
it definitely
Ryuma
looks
giving
like
that
that.
Ryuma the work. Dead Ryuma's giving that Ryuma absolute work.
But this is my thing though, Kenny. It definitely looks like he was like holding back. Because at the end of the day, it took him like one strike to kill Shirino, whatever his name was. And it also took him one strike to kill a dragon. However, from the whole story of One Piece, what was Zoro's legend about? Oh, Ryuma. I want to surpass him. The man that slayed a dragon. This is the dragon that we're talking about. That's his craziest feat.
You're right. You're right. That dragon is trash.
Like, what? I was thinking it was going to be way more OP than Kaido. Like, oh, eventually we're going to get to see Zoro get to a point where he's going to kill this OP-ass gigantic dragon that's going to pop up from somewhere. I thought we were going to see somebody with a devil fruit that's going to be OP in a dragon or some shit at the end.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. They needed to have a dragon that was like Natsu's dad type dragon or something.
Facts. And I think there could have been a possibility. Like I said, that was just like, that seems like him in some of his youngest days. Like he was broke. He hadn't eaten in 5 days. He got free food. You feel me? Like, I don't know. And like even dude, at the end, he even said it. He was like, people probably don't even know they call him this, but that's Ryuma the King. Like he saved people all the time. So I feel like Kenny said, I feel like there's more to it. They could have kept that, honestly, truly and honestly kept that. That what they should have done is given us if it's going to be a one shot, give us a 48-minute episode, give us a more legendary story, give us some more legendary feats to truly prove that this is Ryuma. This is literally like and that's why me and Kenny didn't know until we looked it up. Like Bamba is more inclined into and things of all anime and stuff like that, so he could tell more or assume that it was a one shot. This looks like a first episode to something.
I thought it was a pilot episode.
That's what I'm saying. This looks like a very first episode. How he got introduced, everything like that. Like that just pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm pissed.
Yeah, Oda.
That just ruined my segment.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I have the utmost respect for Oda, but you lost a little bit tonight. You just lost a little bit.
All right. Do y'all? Because I since now I'm pissed. I don't want to talk about it no more. I do have a follow-up question that I just thought of. But is there any more thoughts? Responses, comments on Monsters 103?
This is my suggestion to Oda. One Piece is not gonna have a lot of filler, right? Going forward. However, for pace sake, we might need some. Take your time. Use Ryuma as a filler. Give us proper episode and do him justice. Because I hope that people let him know that, yo, this shit was ass. This wasn't it.
Make it up to us and give us some Roger flashbacks.
That too, yeah, do that.
Let us see Rocks versus Roger.
Because I was about to, when I was coming into this thinking this was a series, I was about to ask a whole bunch of questions. Who you think he gonna run into? Y'all think there's any connections? How far do you think this is? Y'all think possible Joy Boy? Like, nah, I'm pissed.
They literally could have used the dragon from the whatever intro they had. The eyes, the way they look.
Facts. Okay, well, jumping in, let's. I want to stay on One Piece. Jumping into my final question of the night. As far as we know we're all caught up to the most recent manga panel. As far as the anime about to drop, the Egghead Island arc, what is one thing y'all read in the manga panel that you're most excited to see get animated?
Oh, I was looking at this on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to go with Garp's fight. Finally getting to see Garp fight.
That motherfucking punch, boy.
Yeah, what was it called? Galaxy something?
Galaxy Punch or
Galaxy
something
Impact.
like that.
Galaxy
Impact.
Galaxy Impact, seeing that. And then seeing Kobe do his version. That's gonna be cold. That's gonna be Kobe's first feet caught on the anime. That's gonna be
Facts.
cold.
Facts.
I think I don't really care about the Blackbeard Law fight. Seeing Kid get one shot by Shanks might be cool.
It's gonna be a dope animation, but it's gonna be like 3 minutes. But the
But
animation's gonna be solid.
That's actually one of the. Can I jump in on that? Because that's
Yeah.
one of the things I think would be fun to finally see animated. Because I feel like people are coming at Kid the wrong way. People coming at Kid the wrong way. Shanks had to dig up some information to develop his observation haki so he could see further, and then he saw that this nigga was about to wipe out a whole fleet. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, even though Kid was about to do it, he snuck up on them and then hit him with that shit and then Bori and Brady. You know what I'm saying? But Kid was about to do some damage to all of his fleet, the whole fleet. So technically, Shanks was kind of scared.
Facts. And you know how crazy that is. Just like imagine being a captain with a strong pirate crew in a new world, bruh. Just knowing there was somebody with observation, because again, like they not really close to that nigga at all. Imagine like you anywhere on the sea and niggas with that type of observation haki is just rolling around. If a nigga really wanted to, if Shanks really wanted to, you know how many people he could have just wiped out. They not even close to that nigga. They just selling miles away. You feel me? Like
I got a question.
Insight.
If it's known that like the strong of the pirates are stronger than the strong of the like world government, why don't they just go like we're gonna team up for a day? Like we see pirates team up all the time at this point in anime or in One Piece. The pirates be teaming up, fight other pirates all the time. Why they don't all just be like, hey, we finna run up on the government?
Because Emu and
they don't know about
five
Emu.
elders.
They don't know about Emu.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
You know who it is?
They know about the elders though.
No, you know who it is? Shanks.
Who?
Shanks been maintaining the balance since the get-go. He's been making sure and communicating here, making sure this putting Kaido in his place, stay here. Marines, yo, I gotta tell you about this pirate.
Yeah, because I mean, take it back to Marine 4 when that nigga showed up. Neither side wanted no smoke. That nigga Blackbeard said, "Yeah, I'm not getting involved in that one. We need to let's dib."
Mihawk said, "I'm out."
Mihawk said, "I'm out." Sengoku said, "Hell nah." It's.
But why do y'all think that is? Whitebeard has fought Shanks. Kaido has fought Shanks. Why do you think everybody else is just running away from him like that?
Because this is not.
They fought him though.
This is like also that's also early Shanks though. They
didn't fly.
This is a more established Shanks. This is.
So you think Shanks is just that much stronger than everybody?
No, I don't think it's okay. So my thing is, I feel like One Piece 2, whenever they mention strength, they don't necessarily mean your strength is in this, but the influence. Like, if you attack Shanks, granted Shanks is powerful, he ain't gonna fuck you up. But, for example, right now, Elbaf is gonna be behind him. All of the allies he had before. For Whitebeard, I feel like it was the same thing. That's why they were scared, and we're like, we need all the Marines and the Warlords, because if Whitebeard is attacking you, it's a whole fleet that's coming behind you. You know what I'm saying? And also, that might be the
Grand Fleet.
Yeah, and also, the war government are just pussy, too, if you can be honest. They would go out of their way to make deals with like certain strong people, like the warlords. That's why they're introduced, and even some of the Yonkos, they have dealings with the world government to make sure that they might not team up with another Yonko and do some shit.
Other than because I know that was Kenny's answer and Bamba co-signed on it. Other than that, Bamba, is there anything else that you would looking forward to see animated?
It's very simple, and it's gonna hurt like a bitch. But going from the flashback Kumas that the Kuma had to the punch, that's gonna do us. Yeah, that's gonna be very satisfactory, especially with the damage that he did to Saturn. A whole arm is gone, a leg is gone. Like, come on, he fucked that nigga up. Like, that's gonna be. That. The animation is gonna be. It's gonna be like y'all saw that manga panel. Like when they do those little sketching of the the intensity.
Yeah,
stupid.
Look, I'm already.
I hope they do the little black and white thing like when Luffy punched the Celestial Dragon. If they bring that back for him,
they need that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm already going to be prepared for literally is going to be a flashback episode, and at the end of each episode is going to be Kuma warming up to this fucking punch. It's going to be like 10 to 15 episodes all put together till he punched that nigga. I'm prepared, but I know one thing I want to see. And in the manga, it wasn't that long of a fight, so I don't think it'll be that long in the anime too.
I know exactly what you about to say. I know exactly what he. Fuck Lucci.
You relax. Rob Lucci versus Luffy Part 2, because with the new transformation.
Wait, who are you buying? Rob Lucci?
Rob Lucci.
He about to be getting done so dirty.
He about to get body.
I've been waiting for Part 2 though, cause I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not only is he gonna get dirty, and then especially that part when they're like, "Oh no, we on a different level," and then Luffy, like the face that Oda drew, that Oda's never done that like that. That was funny as hell. Like the face that Luffy made and Zoro was like, "Nigga, what?"
They said, didn't we beat you already?
Fuck is we talking about?
This the first dude to spin a block. That's crazy.
One more sleeper.
Yeah.
I just feel like this is not necessarily the panel, but the reaction from the internet is about to be insane. Bonnie's power.
She do her.
When we see her do that shit, it's about to be
Nika like punch. Or it was she said Nika-ish?
No, she said Nika like. I think it was Nika like.
Okay. Like if you need something else to talk about, I got something we could talk about.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Can we talk about that theory Bomba put in the chat? That one TikTok about the girl saying?
Oh, how about how they're was it me? There was Carlo. How about
they're not
devil
humans. Fruits.
They're devil fruits.
That's very possible.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
I couldn't wrap
if they are think about it, it's been in our face this whole time. We had a sword that was alive. How does a sword eat a devil fruit?
Facts.
How does that happen?
Facts.
It's Vegapunk.
I think that might be if Oda sees that, he's probably going to have to change. You know, Oda doesn't like. He doesn't like the theory
that
being
it's
true.
Necessarily like devil fruit, like a devil fruit eating a devil fruit. But like now that we introduced to magic, and we know that devil fruits are just devils, like devil powers trapped within the fruit, that portal could just be like extracting the devil out of it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they are the human incarnate, well, not human, but the living incarnation of a devil fruit.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I agree with her theory, like, because they clearly have devil fruit powers. There's no record of them ever eating a devil fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And they're putting sigils, and he has horns. He has horns.
Why? Yeah, that nigga Saturn is a scary motherfucker.
I got further proof for that, and also another theory about
I was gonna say, what if they're from that dimension? Remember, a while ago it was exposed that devil fruits come from another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
What if the girls are from that dimension?
It's hard to wrap my head around because you got to go into a whole background on why they were put in a position that they were, and why they're trying to control the world like they are. I feel like that's so you can get so deep into this theory.
I feel like they just have a superiority. I feel like they have a superiority complex like we see in every anime where if you're a devil or you're a demon, you just have that superiority complex. They're humans. I'm an anti-divine being, and you're a human. That's what he kind of said a few chapters ago.
Yeah. He's saying, don't compare me to lowly humans type shit.
Thanks.
But this is my theory. And I think that this sums it up. Because I feel like the whole point of people saying dimension, that might be fooling us because devil fruit didn't appear until a certain time, you know what I'm saying? A certain time period. So, and also we know how they manifest. Even though we could be thinking of like dimension, that could just be people's dreams and shit. Because that's literally like devil fruit are manifested through like hopes and maybe fear. But what I feel like ties it up perfectly as to what we were talking about them being devil fruits earlier, the girl say, Emu, granted that they had the eternal surgery. if Emu has magic, because think about when Sabo was in that room, like the way that they all transformed. Emu transformed, and then them niggas transferred. That the niggas had guns in their hand. I don't think that they're gonna transform after they armed themselves. But maybe the one that's controlling the transformation is Emu, and that would make sense. Has to because nobody in their right mind would just, you know what I'm saying, like get up and then like just elect somebody to sit in the empty throne and then do whatever they can to maintain that for years and years. Like that would have made sense. But if you have pawns that are just those devils that you control through magic, that would make sense. And also we know that devil fruits have personality of their own, like for example with Sun God Nika. But now that we know about, like, for example, like the inspiration of their name and what it means in the future, and how about the shepherd one might be betraying Emu, that would make sense because there's a nature that your fruit has. But now if Emu is controlling y'all too magic, y'all not gonna go against them regardless of what's going on. And Emu is evil, we know that for sure.
Yeah, again, there's so much stuff. Like One Piece is gonna last for another 5 fucking years,
I
bro.
was also thinking, what if we know that devil fruits are a manifestation of somebody's dream? We don't know who that is. What if the girls say are a manifestation of somebody's nightmares?
That's possible.
You just blew my mind, Kenny.
I be wanting to say is, but what if it's Sun God Nika's nightmares that the girls say are? But that would also imply that Sun God Nika is the creator of the devil fruits, which has not been, that's never been confirmed or even thought, like that's never been a thing.
Yeah.
So because there's a reason why the girls say it's so anti Nika. That's what I was thinking. Okay. What if they're a manifestation of Nika's dreams? The original Sun God Nika.
This is what we should think about though. So not necessarily dreams, but like I feel like, because I had forgot about this earlier, but like when they were talking about Sun God Nika, they was talking about how like people keep him alive by all kind of having the idea of him, the idea of freedom and all of that. So if when you look at, like, for example, in Japanese culture, like yokais can be manifested throughout like people fearing them and like thinking about them. That, and like, for example, if that's possible for the good side, that could be, like you said, like people's nightmares. It could just be like people's fear. For example, like how Emu is called, might be the Umibozu, whatever they're talking about, like that sea demon thing. That could be the relation to it. Because we saw, for example, that Saturn is like basically that evil yokai. It could be the same way that they form too. Like people have like folk tales. I think that's what they call it.
Hopefully, Oda answers all these questions, man.
Like, I'm gonna call this episode. This was gonna be the Monsters 103 review. No, this is gonna be Theory Piece Part 2.
Theory Piece Part 2.
Theory Piece Part 2, man. But no,
and that's Oda's fault.
Facts. But no, I like this one. I think this is gonna be a good episode. But that's all I have for tonight, man. We're gonna wrap this anime segment up so we can go ahead and get some media entertainment. We appreciate y'all for joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Make sure you share with your friends, family, co-workers, anybody that you know that enjoys anime. And last but not least, because you probably haven't asked her yet, but she probably does enjoy anime just like you do. But make sure you share this with your grandma. The same convo loves grandmas, and we love yours the most. And we out of here.